Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Happy beautyish Thursday.
Happy beautyish Thursday.
Welcome back for another Thursday.
Yep.
At 10-ish.
10-ish.
Look,
it's ish my fault
listen,
this time.
I told my mama when I was on my live that I was gonna be on time today, and I was.
I thought you said you thought you might have been a little late.
I thought I would, but I made it. You know, never would have made it.
But see, if you look at my IG, you see I literally just finished up. Like, literally, I was like, okay, y'all, I got 2 minutes. I got to get upstairs. I got to go.
She was in the car trying to do her live.
I was.
She not trying to. She was doing her live, But listen, guys, I'm trying to do better here, okay? Because Lydia be, having my head on a platter. She's like,
if I didn't have to stop by the gas station and get you some sangria.
Really? the gas station sangria.
So when you start belching,
my stomach be all
bubbly.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You crazy. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Beautyish Radio, where we talk about beauty, business,
and all that is.
Yes. And I am Joy M. Hutton, founder of On The Go Glam. I was like, wait, what?
No, that's it. Don't even know.
Right, because we got businesses. That's why I was like, which one am I promoting?
Right. And I am Lydia Evans, founder of Swag Essentials. I'm sorry, I said that all backwards, but I'm Lydia Evans, founder of Swag Essentials.
That's right. It's still Swag Essentials.
Today is a day.
It is.
I'm so discombobulated.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. But we are here, though. We're here for another day, and we're going to make it great.
Yep.
As always.
Yep.
Good morning, Maurice.
Oh,
thanks for joining,
there.
and to the others that are on here,
sweetheart.
but we don't know you're here. Say hello in the chat if you're watching.
Yeah, if you're
We'd love
watching,
to
how
see
you on here? But you ain't saying nothing while you hiding.
Because they just like, I just want to watch. I'm driving.
Okay, so just imagine.
They might be driving.
Just imagine just imagine I'm Lizzo. Talk to me. Tell me how you feel about me
really
shaking my butt on the screen.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
They want to talk to you about your nipples being out.
My nipples ain't out this week. Oh, baby, I got you right on together. I talked to Maurice about that. I said, listen, watch, I'm wearing an overcoat.
She got a whole cardigan on.
Yep.
And it's 99 degrees outside.
I feel wonderful.
Lizzo, free yourself.
That's what you like.
Free yourself.
Are you into that?
Free yourself. Today's
She's
episode
into freedom.
is Eyes Free, Bish. Freedom nipples, girl.
Oh my God! Look at her. Just look at her. Just look at her.
I'm just saying.
That's a damn shame. I mean, these people can't get on the live. That's why they don't want to show their face on here. That's why they don't want to say nothing.
Ooh.
They don't want anybody to know they listening to this.
Oh my gosh.
With their earphones in, AirPods, in the back cubicle. They're just listening like, oh, these women are crazy.
Okay,
Ooh.
We are back. I don't
Technical
think
difficulties.
you two like me talking about Lydia's nip.
You're going to just go right back into it. That's why, boy, I tell you.
I mean, we had to pick up where we left off.
And we're going to pick up back off on my chesticle pieces.
All I was saying was free yourself, Lizzo, and
free.
the rest will follow. Free yourself. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. Okay, anyway, guys, speaking of freedom.
Yep.
Our beauty of the week
Yep.
is Britney Spears. Britney she's special, but we are so glad that she is free.
She's very special.
We're so glad she's free. She is free from the conservatorship that her father had her in. She just bought her first iPad a few weeks ago, guys.
Wow. They just got her like just a little white Michael Jackson. The real white Michael Jackson.
They do. She's
girl.
still living in her childhood.
Oh, yeah. She's very much a child. Very much. I feel for her.
Yeah.
Man, and it's like you don't know whether she crazy or people made her crazy.
I think
you know
the
what I
people
mean?
made her crazy.
I kind of feel like a little bit.
Her mom and daddy did this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, poor Britney. I'm like, it's just so sad. Hey, Nuri. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, if you're just
Tiffany.
joining, we had a technical difficulty, y'all.
We're back.
We got Mike today.
Right.
Right.
Mike is back.
Mike is sitting in, so
Mike is back.
He comes back because he wants me.
And Ruffy wasn't gonna tell us that he was going on vacation. We gonna deal with him
because he knew.
Right.
Girl, so many changes, and I think in entrepreneurship, that's a good symbolic twist of that.
Yeah.
Like how you go through so many changes.
So many changes.
Unforeseen.
Tiffany said, "Poor little ting ting." Hey, boo.
Poor little ting ting. That's what my daddy be saying.
Yes,
Poor
I
little
say
ting
that
ting.
too. Poor little ting
Poor
ting.
little ting
Because
ting.
you know.
Ting
Poor
ting
little ting
ting.
ting. Is that what it is?
You know he's gonna be in a concert, Cat Williams.
Is he?
I want to see him, but I just can't be in a room with more than about 13 people.
Well, listen, the way this COVID
Until we do our little,
Right.
and then we're gonna invite our little brunch beauties out, and we're gonna brunch together.
Exactly.
Handful of cuties.
Watch a replay.
Handful of cuties with
Hey.
the booties in the room.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey. So yeah, we talking about being free, Bish.
Yep.
Okay,
Free-ish.
Free.
Because you ain't really,
Yeah.
especially.
we not really free.
We're free-ish.
Are we free?
Semi-free.
How that look?
Oh, so nothing. I'll tell you when we get out here to look at the wall, how everybody see how I did beautyish over there. I wrote it on the wall and I circled it. Do you see how in green and beautyish I wrote it on the wall real big and circled it? You see that?
I
Now
do
look how
see
other
it.
people did theirs.
Right.
See, we're
We
innovative.
can't have nothing.
We're innovative.
But we can't have nothing, Lydia.
That's why we free-ish.
already. Okay, I got it.
Because you can't have nothing.
I got it.
Y'all have to see the wall. It's a big wall over here that everybody comes in and signs, and there must be 1 million signatures on it.
Yeah.
You can't even read it anymore. So many signatures on that wall.
Yeah. Oh man, Tiara. Hey Tiara, welcome back. Yes, your husband did shout you out on my Instagram. He was like, "Yeah, my wife Tiara be watching your show."
Oh, that's it.
I love it.
Thank you, Tiara.
Right. I was like, "Yeah, no, Tiara." Right. Supporting us on beautyish. Okay.
Thank you so much, Tiara.
So let's talk about this freedom thing, because I think we are sometimes a slave to our business, a slave to relationships, a slave to bad habits even, and so I think, how do we begin the process of freeing ourselves from that? Because it's easy to say, I ain't gonna do it no more. But sometimes we get sucked up into a bad cycle.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's just like, well, with Brittany, for example, she was bound by the law, and her daddy just had a strong hold on her, and it's like, man, give the woman a chance to show that she can be an adult, but she was never given that chance. Now she's what? Is she 40 now?
I think she just turned 40.
And it's like but I mean, like you mentioned Michael Jackson. I mean, he had a whole playground.
No, don't talk about playgrounds. Don't talk about the playgrounds.
But Lydia,
ain't nothing wrong with a Never Land
we
Ranch.
try to relive our childhood too.
That's what I'm saying. Don't talk about the playground, because my house is happy fun land.
Yeah, she is definitely fun land over there. But I'm saying, when we've been deprived of certain things in our childhood, or just deprived of things in general, we act out in certain ways.
I act out every chance I get. Why are you messing with me? You can just tell I got a lot in me. So you poking the bear.
I know
I
you
get
just
it.
wanna just get it out.
Right.
Just get it out.
Ow.
Ow.
My foot.
Say ow.
Girl,
What?
I just got issues. That's all I'm saying today. It's just, whoo. It's like God is breaking me down to rebuild me or something. It's the strangest thing. Like, even my feet giving out. Hell, man.
Your knees, your back, just everything. I know that's how I feel. But it's interesting you said that, like, certain things happen. Maybe it's something that's forcing you to sit down. Maybe it's something that's forcing you to close a door that doesn't need to be open.
Yeah.
I know I prayed a long time ago. It was probably a prayer in 2018. This was after I got a divorce, and I said, Lord, please show me or release people and things that are not good for me. And when I tell you, things just happen expeditiously, and I was like, oh, I didn't know it was going to happen that fast.
And then many.
Right. He was like, well, you prayed this prayer. What did you expect?
You got 3.2 friends left.
Right.
And
I was like, well, damn. But ever since then, Lydia, like, when there are certain situations that are not good for me, I mean, it happens really fast.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, and sometimes we're like, it hurts, with friendships, relationships, whatever. But when you sit and reflect on why that person may not be in your life, it's actually a good thing.
Right.
Or that thing. It could be something that you were a job, anything.
Yep. It's often the thing you don't want to let go of the most, because it's a comfort there.
But you need to.
There's generally comfort there, some kind of a way. It's either that the mate fits that role.
Yeah.
At that time, it's the the friendship serves you that
Yes.
time, you know, and it's just uncomfortable to have that conversation. You really don't even want to have that conversation. And then all of a sudden something will happen that'll make you just have to dispel that friend.
Yeah.
Or that friend will just vamoosh on you. And you're like, and even though you're like, ouch, the part of you is like, I'm kind of glad it happened. You know what I mean? Thank you, Jesus.
Exactly.
Got me out of that
Thank
easy.
you,
know what I
Jesus.
mean? So it's, and the same thing in work life and career.
Yeah.
You know, things will just happen, you know, that'll
Yeah.
transition you, and you'll be like, what in the world? I didn't see that coming. But then on the other side of it, it's a sigh of relief
Yes.
that it's gone.
You have to free yourself from those things. I
Yeah.
mean, I know we've been having this conversation over the past couple months about freeing ourselves from a lot of the things that are on our plate, because we take on so much.
Yeah.
And if y'all knew all the things that we were doing, you would be like, so how do you have time for yourself? You know, and when you think about, something is always going to give. You know,
Yeah.
it may be your house is looking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It may be a relationship is suffering. It may be you ain't talked to your mama and daddy in weeks. Well, that's not gonna happen, because I talk to my mom and daddy every day. But
How
it's
did we
just-
find each other?
I don't. God put us in each
Love
other's
my mom
path.
and dad like that too.
Yes, I
like
know.
I'm gonna be a whole married woman with 5 kids and still be a titty baby for my mom and dad.
Exactly. Me
I
too.
love my parents. They're just so awesome,
Yes,
man.
I talk to my parents every day, and this
Yeah.
has been since even when I was in college. I talk to my dad every single day.
Your daddy calls you when we on the show.
He
Every
does.
time.
He does.
That's like my mama went on live while I was in her car doing the live, and she wanted to watch the live. She was
was
sitting
in
in the
the
front
car
seat, and she
on
was
the
like, "Well, I
live."
can't look at her, so let me just log on to the live."
He like,
I was like, "Mom, I'm gonna get feedback. Close the live." She was like, "I want to watch it." I was like,
yes.
"My mama's just boy. They your
She
first
a real
stalker.
one.
They stalk you
They're our
first."
number one fans.
Yes,
like I
they
love my
are.
mom. My mom and dad are always on my stuff. They come to all my Google workshops.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when no one else is there, they're like, "But we're gonna be here, babe." They're
Mm-hmm.
always there for me, so I appreciate that. But you know, when you're talking about freeing yourself from different things, sometimes things we don't want to let go, like you were saying, we have to. Because we will stretch ourselves so thin. You know, my grandmother told me a long time ago, sometimes what you want is not what you need.
Yep.
And that can apply to a man, a job. We think we want something, and then we get that thing, and we're like, oh,
What did I sign up for?
what was that prayer I just
No,
did?
what did I
I'm
sign
at
up for?
Right, what did I sign up for?
How the hell?
Yeah. And I know for me, look, I have to free myself from just not inviting negativity into my life. You know, whether that's negative thoughts, negative people, negative energies. You know, I have to free myself from that. Especially, you know, when you expose yourself to people, it allows more of that to come in. You sometimes allow more of that to come in, but you got to put that wall up. You know, we were talking about with Lizzo earlier this week, like when you put certain things out there,
You're welcoming
gonna
it.
you're
Yeah.
gonna welcome in certain energies. And
So either you need to learn to deal with what comes with that, or just don't
Yeah.
do that elicits that feeling. Because at that point, it's self-deprecation.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing something that you know you don't like the response it elicits.
Yeah.
Okay, and let me put it in case in point. As women, you slap a man. There's a man that might slap you back. Mm-hmm. You the first one to always slap him. You might want to think about slapping him, because you're gonna get slapped back. If you
Right.
don't like to get slapped back, you can't keep crying victim like, oh my God, he hit me. It just doesn't work like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm being very honest here. So it's like at a certain point, it's self-deprecation. At a
Right.
certain point, it's like you're setting yourself up. You're creating the problem to cry for a solution.
Right.
And so it goes both ways. So it's like going back to what you were saying. I wanted to touch on that when you said inviting. You said a very important thing, because you said what you invited into your life, which is
Yeah.
ownership. That's that self-awareness that we talked about last week.
Absolutely.
Being self-aware of yourself, and like at a certain point, you got to get past the victimization. And then number two, you got to understand everybody's not going to see this world, see you, and look at you the way you want them to look at you.
Right.
It's about how you see yourself.
Yeah.
You can sit up and call me a fat ass all day.
Right.
It's going to roll off me like a duck.
Exactly.
It could be 10 million people be like, "Yeah, I know who I am."
Exactly.
And the last thing I'm going to do is give you tears about it. You know what I mean? And if I'm getting on there and I'm shaking my big old ass on the screen and I'm just throwing it back and I'm letting you see all the crack and the crevice, you all up in there, you can tell whether I waxed or not. I can't. And if I know you making fun of that hurts me, I'm going to naturally pull back from doing that.
Right.
Because at a certain point, it's like you can't change people.
Yeah,
you can
you
only change
cannot.
yourself. So I'm a little mixed on that with her, because
Yeah.
I love, absolutely, let me put it out there. You know, I love
Yeah.
me some Lizzo. She's a bold, crazy chick,
Yeah, she
and I love
is.
that. And she stands up for the thicker girls. I love that. But I also don't understand putting yourself in a predicament and being so bold and ostentatious about everything that you do, and knowing that there's people out there that are going to fat shame you and judge you, and then crying about why people do it. It's like this is the world where a European large is a size 8'10".
Right.
The fuck out of here. What are you thinking? Like, even their shoes run small.
Right.
A big wide foot chick can't fit a European shoe. You got to get the 9W.
The W, right.
You got to get the W
it
on
runs
it.
in wide.
You know what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
let's just be real. I understand we don't like the world we're in.
Yeah.
I get it.
Absolutely.
But it's like at a certain point, you have to step out of idealism of what you ideally would like to see the world as, into realism of what the world is. And then at that point, a lot of that comes from self-awareness and self-acceptance.
Yes.
Because at that point, it doesn't hurt anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you keep doing that, and it's like there's an insecurity there that you need to deal with.
Yeah.
So you want the attention, but you don't want everything that comes with it. It doesn't.
Right.
Life does not work like that.
It doesn't work like
If
that.
I wear as much as I believe in a woman being empowered to wear what she wants to wear, if I wear a certain thing, I'm going to get a certain type of attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
That doesn't mean I'm not offended by the attention that comes with it, but that also means that if I don't want people catcalling me as I'm walking down the street, it's like if I know that's how society is. Again, I'm not saying that it's right, because I know there's going to be somebody out like that. Lizzo, and I'm with Lizzo. But it's like there's a portion of that, in my belief, she's in control of as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And her narrative. And nobody controls your narrative but you.
That part.
And then if you don't like it, stop doing it. If you don't like the response you get from it, stop. You got to stop doing that, or you're just going to forever be on the screen crying about that type of stuff. The world's not going to change, and it's damn sure not going to change overnight.
It's not.
You're not the first fat person that's ever been shamed.
Yeah. And and where that freedom piece comes in is just freeing yourself from what everybody else is saying and all the comments and all that. Like I was saying, I think I said it last week, or maybe I said it on one of my lives. If I see a negative comment, 1, is getting deleted. 2, I'm blocking your ass. I don't, because I'm not responding to that. I'm not giving that any energy. I'm not giving it any power, because then that person's like, yeah, I gotta, and it's like, and it's about
ratios, Joy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we've talked about this too. It's about ratios.
It's
this woman has 11 million followers.
Right.
Of the 11 million followers, let's just put it out there. Let's say 200,000 of them got crap to talk.
Yeah.
Right. In the grand scheme of
That's
your followers, that's a drop
percentage.
in the bucket.
Exactly.
Don't give those people power.
Yeah.
The more you cry, the more you are fueling them. The more they're like, oh yeah, great, we can get a reaction out of her, so we're gonna really fat shame your ass next time.
Right.
Like I wouldn't give them. They couldn't get it from me.
Zero.
They'd have to find somebody else fat to shame, because they would not be able to get it from me. You know what I mean?
You're like, it's not happening.
No.
It's not
It's just not
happening.
going to happen.
Yeah, I was talking about on my live this morning about knowing your worth and adding tags.
Yeah.
And, actually the featured business today, she has a guide for Black women's worth at work.
What was the name of that again?
Black women's worth at work.
I like that.
And I love it. And she has this guide that basically, gives you the tools that you need to know your worth. Know your worth and then add tags.
Right.
And so I think that is so crucial, because confidence is key. Confidence is key when you are navigating through the space of whether to respond to this and that. And it's like, if you know who you are and whose you are, as my grandmother would say in the church, then you don't have to feel like you have to respond to all that, because there's always going to be someone that has something to say. How do you feel about you?
Right. And then, like you said, know your worth, then add tax. Because
Yes.
if you don't, somebody going to damn sure add a discount.
Right.
You like that?
Yes. Give me that.
Anyway, people forever love a discount.
Yeah,
everybody
they love
loves a discount.
And they love to reduce your price.
No, that's all
Just
it
love
is.
to
And
reduce
people
you
who
down
are
to
low
zero.
level thinking, they love to reduce everything around them to meet their level of understanding or their level of security. Because the average, I wouldn't be surprised if some people are fat shaming are all fat.
Right.
Like that's their level, because they can't see themselves being that bold. There's a fat guy or fat girl just fat shaming the hell out of her from the other side of a screen with a catfish
And they
photo
mad
that
with
is not who
themselves.
they are. You know what I mean? And they're just mad that they're not as bold as Lizzo. So you also gotta. It's like you gotta handle that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it. That's me. I wouldn't give it to them.
Absolutely.
I just couldn't. I'd be like, let me focus on this 10.5 million that do love me and are celebrating me and applauding me for my boldness and love the dimples in my ass.
Hello.
You know, like I couldn't do it.
Yeah. You know, I was talking to someone earlier this week. There's a book called The Four Differences.
Yeah.
And one of the things that it tells you is usually when people say negative things to you or act a certain way to you, it's you. It's not them. People project onto you whatever insecurities or issues that they're dealing with. And it's not necessarily you. So we may want to respond to it or take it personally, but think about why this person is responding to you the way they are.
Right.
They're dealing with some stuff inside.
What was you about to say? Okay. Don't be slipping up now. Don't say a 4-letter word now.
Right.
But I say that 4-letter word. Let me say that 4-letter word.
Yeah, I'll let you say it.
No, right. So, ish, I be talking about.
I'm in the white dress today. I'm getting baptized.
She's feeling godly, y'all. She's feeling godly.
Right. I'm getting baptized. Right. No, I'm already baptized. Okay, I've been baptized for years.
No, don't do. You gotta put that. You ain't got to sub that text. You ain't got to tell these people.
But I am baptized.
But no, I'm saying you ain't got to explain. Hey, Ray.
I don't have to explain. Hey, Ray niece.
Oh, love me
Tiara
some Ray.
said, y'all preaching today. Pass the collection plate.
No. You understand, Tiara? Okay.
Your daddy said, I'm here, but your mama's still asleep.
Well, thank you, Father, for telling the truth. I appreciate
it.
No, he put her out there on the World Wide Web, on the internet.
Like, so you still sleep at 10:30 a.m. as well.
I like how he put it out there.
He did.
That's like, that belongs in the text. But
right.
My daddy said, y'all gonna get this truth today?
Right. He said, I'm just gonna let you know what it is.
Right.
That's it.
She's still in the bed.
All. Yeah. So I think we had a little interruption with people joining our live earlier because YouTube shut us down because I was talking about Lydia's.
Okay. Ray said add a service charge, and I like that.
Add a service
all your
charge.
fees, all your line items,
all of them.
Because they're going to add a discount because at the end they're going to say, but y'all still take that coupon. Right. I found online on couponme.com.
Right. Because what do you have to do from last week? Put some respect on my name.
See, that's what I love about beautyish. Our show builds.
Yes, it does.
It's
everything
like, it
ties
sense.
into everything.
And it's just so wholesome. What is that? What my daddy say?
See how I did that?
Right, I see how you did it, Daddy. My daddy,
Your parents
he'll talk about you.
My parents were supposed to be in Houston this weekend, but they're not coming anymore.
Right. So they ain't even on here because they don't want to hear.
They said I want to hear. Right, I'm calling you out.
They gon'
My daddy on here, he just ain't said nothing.
Oh,
I know
Daddy.
he. I know
he.
He
ain't nothing. Yeah. Daddy, if you safe, blink once. Blink once, Daddy.
I know he ain't here. I love you, Daddy. But they're not gonna come because folks don't know how to act with this Delta variant.
And they beating each other up on planes.
Yes,
like they're not wanting to
crazy.
wear masks. They just attacking. They talking about now poor people. Flight attendants have to take self-defense courses. The world's it's COVID fog.
Everybody is coming
People's
undone.
brains are foggy.
Yes.
Like, they not seeing clear.
That we're
people. It's Mad Max days.
Yes, we are slaves
People
to the
are losing
pandemic.
their mind.
They are. They're coming
They
undone.
say eyes free. Yeah,
Eyes free.
Bow.
But they said we can come outside now. Bow.
We want free.
Give us free.
Bow.
People have come undone.
Give us
free.
Did you say it with an accent?
I did. I did. Give us free.
Don't. Now you on here offending people. Now you know what Afghan is going through right now.
No, but that's not Afghan. I was thinking more African.
It had a little at the end. It had a little at the end. You know what I mean?
First
Y'all,
of all,
FY,
it could also be
English
English and Spanish, okay?
No, that's not what that
yo
sounded
hablo
like.
español también.
No, that sounds like I'm going to walk up to you and
know
say,
what?
can I get 10 on pump one?
Really? Oh,
It's the truth.
Ooh, y'all, she kind of, Lydia. See, that was not me. Yeah,
a lot of them.
So that.
Oh, shit. Mike, you're going to have to edit some of
We're
this
going to
out.
have to edit this out before we
Then they're
repost.
going to be coming for me. I'm like, now, see, I can deal with the fat shaming. I can't deal with Don't gas shame me now.
They like, oh, that's how you really feel.
That's how you feel.
Okay.
So you're right. And you over here with the. We offended everybody today, y'all. I am so sorry. Right.
I can't listen.
Okay.
We don't mean to offend.
We
okay?
don't. It just comes out.
It just comes out. That's what.
Man, they gon'.
Is that what?
They gon' hashtag me.
Is that right?
Oh God.
Meanwhile, our governor has COVID.
I'll be on here crying.
See, now I'm over here.
Don't opinion shame me.
Right.
Yeah, the governor do got COVID. What is the
You
governor
know,
of Texas? For those that don't know, we record from Houston, Texas.
Right.
Whoo, with his.
Oh. Don't do it.
That's another group of people. And I'm not.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen, we not. Listen, y'all. We not about.
Y'all come now you see y'all like that. Yeah.
Woo! I'm
Look
not. What Tiffany said, y'all are a mess. We have no right. Blame it on the alcohol,
No, that's
James.
it.
James, is your wedding still a go?
That's what we want to know because we want to come.
Right.
We come. We're
You
wedding
know you
crashers,
want
baby.
beautyish to be
We
at
will
the
crash
wedding.
your wedding.
I think he said he's in Houston too.
Oh, we want no. Give us an invite. We
Come on,
want
we
to
coming
crash
to the wedding, James.
We love weddings.
Ask your fiance. Just let her know.
She'll be okay. Joy, I don't eat a lot. Joy do. We can share a plate because that's the thing when they like see your cousin.
We ain't even got to have a plate. Just give us a glass of wine.
You speak for yourself.
We can eat before
I
we
need
come.
an hors d'oeuvre so I can, you
We
can't
can
keep
eat
drinking on an
before
empty
we
stomach.
come.
This is why we this way now because we don't eat before we come here.
You're right.
And
but
the
you
liquor.
did have breakfast. I don't have nobody cooking breakfast for me.
I like how you do that every time.
This is me and Gigi. Gigi get breakfast, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Tiffany. Oh, man. Y'all, we cutting up today.
I want to go.
All right.
James, send us if a beautyish girl's coming to the wedding. Tell your fiance we ain't gonna eat a lot. We'll share a plate and a seat.
That's right.
I'll sit on Joy lap. Done. We in there.
We in that thing.
As long as it's bottomless drinks.
That's all we want is just access to the bar.
And at least a plate.
And just one plate that we can share.
We can do a live remote from the reception.
We can.
Yeah.
You know?
Call it married-ish.
Married-ish.
You like that?
Yes.
Yes. Spouse-ish.
Love-ish. No? Oh, you don't like that? She a hater. Anyway. All right. So let's get into this girl shut up.
Are we already there?
We are.
Oh.
We do have a few minutes extra on the clock because
Mike ain't,
YouTube effed us out
Jesus
the deal.
Christ,
So you want to talk about this girl shut up?
Yeah, this one sings so near and dear to my heart, guys. This is from our friends over at Black Enterprise, where it says adopted black woman traces roots, finds out she has African royalty, y'all. If you do not know this story, I highly suggest you go and look at this. Since we're on the topic of free-ish, I think this is so important because she was adopted by a white family as a little girl. She was, I think they were in Virginia, where she was the only mixed child, much less even remotely close to being a brown girl. And so she said that her adopted family was so good to her, so pure, so sweet. But she also had issues with, as she got older, feeling the sense of emptiness of not knowing who she is.
Yeah.
So, she searched, she looked into it, found out her mom passed away. Then she was reluctant to look for her dad. Come to find out, someone called her and said, "Hey, I heard you looking for your mother. While your mother's passed away, I do know your father. Your father is a Mende, the Mende tribe in Sierra Leone." And come to find out, long story short, she's a princess for the Mende tribe.
Wow.
And a straight up, just her grandfather was like the chief of the chief. And so she's like royal bloodline. And so she has now dedicated her life. She walked away from corporate world and all the rest of that.
She moved back to Africa, right?
And and dedicated her life to the people of Sierra Leone, and she's bringing water.
Wow.
Water, their education and everything, because she said it's not about being able to brag that you're a princess. It's about finding yourself and giving it back to your community.
Yeah.
And I was very touched by that. So this isn't your girl shut up girl shut up.
Right.
It's more like a girl shut up.
Right.
Because I'm so not mad that she did that, and it goes into what we're talking about, being free.
Yes.
When you free yourself from the confinement refinements of what society wants to put on you. Because I'm sure along the way as an adopted kid, people were like, it's good, but you have a good life here. Who cares?
Yeah.
And it's like, but you have this yearning to find yourself. And who knows? So we want to encourage you guys to find your prince and your princess within yourself today. Because this is such a poignant journey. A poignant journey. And that other picture that was up there was her and her dad.
Yeah.
And she looks just like him.
I mean, it's all in the eyes.
She said she felt complete finally for the first time at 26 years old. She felt so incomplete her whole life. And that's because in life you have to find yourself, Joy.
That part.
To free yourself.
Yes,
she said she feels freer than ever. Like she feels like she can be who she was born to be because she just knew something was missing.
But I'm sure she doesn't regret her upbringing because it led her to where she is now. And that's when I think about some of the things that I've been through, I don't regret them. I mean, although I sure would like less pain in some situations. Yeah. But it all attributes to who I am today.
Yes, absolutely.
And so, but at some point, like you said, when you have that freedom to be who you really are and walk unapologetically in that space, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, she could have completely rolled out the whole she could have got a little bit of privilege in that. She could just roll with it for a while.
Right.
Because the family does good, and that's not easy to turn your back against comfort.
Absolutely.
And now she's over there in the trenches with them, helping them dig out the sewers and put in water and stuff that those people need. And that's an humbling experience. But for her to find so much holistic feeling of herself in that. It almost brought tears to my eyes. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, Joy, I called her. I said, Joy, I know this isn't the typical girl, shut up.
Right.
But this is just so beautiful because it's like, that's what life is, a journey of self-exploration. Finding yourself so that you can find that king and queen or that princess and prince that's inside of you.
Ooh,
it just needs to be unlocked. That's all.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lizzo, you don't have us over
I don't ever get too deep.
Woo. You don't have us over here with
but
the
I'm
tears.
deep today.
Yeah, you deep today, y'all.
Yeah, it's just it's so sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should have like a stars.
I don't want the girl shut up today. I don't want the
Might
girl
find
shut
another
up.
sound.
Yeah, give us some twinkles or
Some
something.
ringle like I don't know.
Something and not nothing to sound like a casino machine, Mike. You always want to put the casino machine up there, Mike. Sound like a Shopify bill.
Oh man, hey Elsie, hey mommy. Yeah, see, where she been? Where my mama been?
Sleep. My mama knocked out.
Right. They like, I'll get up.
Your daddy woke up. It's like, get your ass up.
Right.
Lydia mama ain't on there.
Right.
Nat, you ain't on there.
Listen.
But I love you, Mama Hutton.
We love you, Mama.
Like cook food, man.
We love all y'all.
Mike ain't found nothing. Look, he's still looking for something.
Thanks for
Mike say, I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
He's like, I
ain't got it. Mike ain't got it.
That's all right, Mike. We'll give you some grace.
But
we just wanted to share it. Right. We just wanted to share that story with you. And that's a beautiful story.
So that kind of took the place of the girl shut up.
Yes. Oh, Nuri said that was like the more you know moment. Felt it in my spirit.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God. And,
yes.
I mean, she just said she felt so whole.
Yeah.
She felt like her life was complete. She was like, I felt so complete. I mean, incomplete all my life. Just feeling like some. But that's amazing how energy, it never dies. It simply transfers.
See how my mama, she ain't right. My mama said I was listening to another show and forgot. Sorry.
See and you're just going to put that on there like that?
Right.
You didn't even lie, mother?
Again, the honesty from the parents.
You could have just said, my internet was
they
down.
said the truth will set you free. No, your daddy was like,
you wonder why we so transparent on here.
Right. Because we have no filter. Our parents have no filter, so we have no filter.
That's what we inherited.
That
a filter.
It's in that.
Call us filter fish. You know that's a real dish, right?
Was that the sound 10 minutes later, Mike? Was that the sound? I heard something. I heard a ding. Was that your phone?
That's Sierra, and Sierra just texted me, eyes free.
Eyes free.
She says she loves the show. So I'm assuming she's just one of them people tuning in.
She over here.
But why you ain't saying that?
Right. You didn't put that in the chat. Creeper. Just say that.
That's why I put her on blast.
Right. We
I
don't
love
know
you,
how many
Ray. Thank you for tuning in, Mama.
But we got to get off of here, y'all. So we love you all. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for liking, supporting, and sharing.
Yes. Make sure you're subscribed. Follow us on Instagram. And we'll see you all next week.
Oh, yay.